Who created religion?
Yes.
Who created religion?
Today this word came in वेद सब सत्य विद्याओं का पुस्तक है, वेद का पढ़ना पढ़ाना और स्वयं है. So in our vocabulary, the term is dharma. Dharma is basically the righteous conduct that is well accepted in the human norms. If I am doing something right, others will also say, yes, this is not a rightful conduct, because many people will say that is bad, is it not? So right is something that everybody will say that is bad. But right is something that everybody will say, yes, this is right. And that righteous conduct is called dharma. So in Indian culture, we had only dharma, and what is not dharma is called as adharma. This is opposite of dharma. And human beings are expected to follow dharma, which we can say is human dharma or humanism or mano dharma, something which the entire humanity will accept it. But in last few thousand years, there has been a new thing which was not there previously. A new concept has come into existence, that is that of Elysian. We actually don't have a word in Sanskrit or in Hindi for Elysian, but we have words like matanta, we have a word like pantha, we have a word like sampradaya. So these words are more in the direction of school of thought, a thinking. Like even among scientists, say physicists, as I have told you previously, there are two groups of physicists. One will say that light is a cluster of particles. Those tiny particles are called as photon. And then there are another group of physicists who will say light is a electromagnetic wave that goes through vacuum also. So there are two schools of thought in physics, and there are many other schools from different point of view. But they are two different thinking, and they also gather together and share each other's ideas and opinions. But in terms of dharma, what has happened is there are now multiple religions, and we did not have this concept. So in our case, if you insist that I should use the word religion, then I will say prior to 5,000 years before then, in India we had only one religion. If you insist me to give it a name, I will say it is Vedic religion. But actually we don't have this term religion because this is not Indian concept. Indian concept is dharma and adharma. Either you are on the side of human dharma or you are doing something opposite to that. But now, because we have in the modern world, this is a well accepted term, religions exist. So we have to talk in terms of religion, but I want you to understand it that we have some ideas. They are falling under the category of dharma. So we are not quite a religion as such. We are following Vedic dharma, which has universal acceptance, which has universal principles, whereas other religions have some principles all human beings may accept, but every religion has certain principle that many other people will not accept it, is it not? For example, in Christianity, they say that Jesus Christ was born by a virgin woman. So, in effect, Jesus Christ had a mother but not a father. So, that is something unacceptable to many, all the non Christians, is it not? Same thing in Islam, they have an idea that their God, whom they call Allah, he was sending prophets one after another, one after another, and almost a large number of prophets, 124,000. So many prophets came. But then about 1400 years ago, he sent another prophet, namely Muhammad, and then they claim, Islam claims that he is the last prophet. Now there will never be another prophet, is it not? So this concept of prophets and then the so-called last prophet is valid for who are Islam, who are Muslims. Non-Muslims will not probably accept this concept, is it not? The concept of prophet, and even if we somehow argue it out, okay, but then why there should be the last prophet, is it not? So all these are simple examples. So today we live in a world where humanity is divided among religions, but Sanskriti school doesn't want to teach you another religion. Sanskriti school wants to teach you what are the universal principles. What are, like in science, science is universally accepted. Though we are in Sanskriti school, we are just not confined to matter. We have a scientific inquiry even about, let's see if there can be something like Ishwar. We have an open mind about it and we would like to know about it. But just because we talk about Ishwar, it doesn't mean we are another religion. We are discussing Ishwar or even our consciousness, our Atma, from scientific point of view, from cause and effect analysis, and even trying to explore if there could be an evidence to prove their existence. And we are exploring all that. So we are not another religion. We are following certain universal principles, and those universal principles, if somebody must give it a name, it will be like Vedic Dharma.